Thank you for watching another HPDD video. Really appreciate it. And in this video, I'm going to talk about Para. Yeah, I know the last video talked about Para. I'm going to try to keep this one short. DoorDash responded. They don't like what's going on. They don't want you to see full pay. They don't want me to see full pay. Full pay doesn't really exist to DoorDash, does it? It exists on the back end, but it doesn't exist for the Dasher itself, right? I'm not sure if you have a business and you're signed up as a LLC or a corporation, S Corp, something like that. But let's say you were. Can you shed some light if there's a difference in the apps and pricing? If you are set up as a business and not as a 1099, let us know. You could definitely comment in the comments section below. How are you doing, people? This struggle is real. It is. I'm not too upset. We all know good things come to an end at some point, right? Everything has a beginning and an end. Unfortunately, Para is premature. And I'm not saying they're done. It seems like what they're up to now has a lot, it has some potential. So let's kind of dive into it. What you see on my screen right now is basically Para and Dash, the Dasher app, right? I'm just going to do a quick comparison to my previous deliveries for July 11th and compare that with the new Para pay prediction. So this is their pitch now. This is kind of what their model is. Their model is information. Always has been, but DoorDash basically nipped it in the bud when it comes to full pay. Full pay is no longer accessible for anyone, to my knowledge, on the front end. It's that front payload, that one hit that you get when you get the delivery offering, that now excludes full pay. At some point in the past, DoorDash actually was sending full pay. We all could have tapped in and take a look. It was there. Now it's no longer there. Even Para, the geniuses at Para, can't figure it out because it's not accessible anymore. But they actually did come up with a solution that seems pretty cool. All right, so I'm just going to compare. On the right hand side here, you can see that I have about 10 deliveries. Scroll down the left hand side here. Let's see the time here. Way early in that. Okay. Let's start. 6. That cheesecake looked good. Oh my god, cheesecake looked good. All right, I'm getting closer to the beginning of my shift here, or let's call it my dash. All right, so Biteros. All right, I took that. I looked at it. I remember seeing it. It was offered. The first thing offered to me. That looks good for a first offering, right? Well, Para predicted that I was going to get a total of $15.16. It actually turned out to be higher. Yes, I did well on that. Let's go to the next order. Kumo Sushi, which is not this Kumo Sushi. I would not. $3.75. No, thank you. All right, so the next one is this Kumo Sushi. All right, so Para predicted 16.18, and guess what? That was too high. And I predicted as well that it would have been higher as well, but it wasn't. So that's the game that DoorDash wants to play, which is the old way of doing things, which is all good and dandy. But I got burnt on this one because I emotionally got tied into it. I said, hey, let me go take the order. It was 7.2 miles. It was a fairly far trip. I knew, though, when I got to the area, I probably would be able to get some decent orders in that area. And the surprise, it was offering me $8. That was the offer price. And I got there delivered. And guess what I got? $8. Exactly what DoorDash, what they were saying, right? Not ideal at all. Then that kind of got me going with this emotion. I'm like, the psychology of DoorDash, right? They want to be in my head. And they were. And unfortunately, I kind of let that bother me a little bit. I was wishing for something higher. I would have taken 12, 13, and that's not far off from 8, but just consider that Para predicted that it would have been around 16 bucks. So I got to the area after the delivery, feeling kind of pissy and poor. I said, all right, let me get another order for the area. Fancily popped up right away. The first order in that area. I said, I'm familiar with Fancily. Looks like a diner. It has the diner finish, but it's actually a Asian, or can I say like a Japanese cuisine. And I said, for the distance, what they're offering, this can actually be higher than, I think what the offer was for, was it True 9? It may have been a True 9 there. And guess what I got? I got a True 9. Me and both Para predicted it would have been higher. So you could see that it wasn't. So that game again, DoorDash is playing, that mind game. And I said, you know what? I'm kind of getting frustrated. It looked like the order would have been higher. I'm not upset. I'm upset with the Kumo order that I drove 7.2 miles for, which I don't normally I would never do that. With full pay, being able to see it, I would. Without full pay, I normally don't. So I took a gamble, and that's why I felt a little burnt about it. The Pico order and the Taco Bell. All right, so the Pico order was decent. That Mama's order got me back to where I wanted to be, and I was happy about the experience with the customer. I then picked up the Pico order, and that was decent. $10, I can't complain about that. And that was a short distance. I don't know, man. That was less than, it was a fairly short distance. Yeah, you see that right there, $10, not bad, right? And then I got a stack order for Taco Bell and La Casa Pizza and Pasta. All right, so the Taco Bell was, if it was a standalone offering, I would not take it. It was paired with the La Casa Pizza and Pasta, and those two combined, this being the first delivery, this being the second delivery, it actually worked out. It's not too, I was okay with it. They predicted that I would have gotten $8.50. It was close. It was about $9. It was actually $9. The Taco Bell order was actually on point. Maybe that's what was shown on the offering when it came through, and that's why they presented it this way. All right, so here we go. This is the Kumo Sushi order, and this is the Ralph Italian Ices order. Kumo Sushi came in afterwards. I was doing the Ralph's route. And I said, you know what? It popped up after the fact. I said, all right, let me take it. It's on the way. It's just convenient, both of those put together. That's a nice, price right there, right? The Ralph's order was 10, and it turned into 1004 to 1050, and then the Kumo sushi order turned, actually it was lower. It went from 985 to 850. What I'm gonna say is that Para's price prediction is super accurate for orders that have a certain amount of quantities, right? The lower the quantity, the more accurate it appears to be. The higher the quantity, things are, very gray. Stick to your old plans, however you were using, DoorDash in the past. Let's say you were not using Para, then very good for you, because you now have nothing to worry about, no withdrawals in a sense, right? You don't have anything your game plan is still the same. However, if you got used to using Para, then I know you're struggling right now, and you have to try to remember how to go back to the basics. It's an even playing field. Yeah, I do say that when you get an offer, it's yours for the taking. The game is between you and DoorDash, and it makes it super difficult when you're playing the guessing game. So my plan moving forward is to go the lowest amount of miles for the most amount of money. But take into consideration that you need to still kind of fall back onto your game plan and not depend on Para, because it's not 100% accurate. They can show you something higher and it could be lower, and they can show you something lower and it will be higher. It's kind of the same thing you have to do with DoorDash. If you see a quantity, 12 items going 70 something miles. You're rolling the dice, you're hitting a slot machine there. We don't know what's the possibility of that. We all are trying to get money, all trying to get paid, you're all trying to do a good job. And this is not being greedy, it's just trying to make worthwhile your time. Otherwise you could just not be doing anything at all. But no, we're out there, we're doing what we need to do. And we need to have all the tools available to us to make the best decisions that we can, we need to make. So with that, definitely like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment, please comment. Let's see your comments, because I want to see what's going on with other people. If you, like I said in the beginning, if you're a business, actual business, let us know. How's your system set up? Is your app different? Most dashes are 1099s. They're not a business. They're a business of one, but they're not a business like a business entity. All right. Take care. Peace out.